Peace to everybody out there in the internet universe. I'm the one and only Shakori Shine, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, make sure you are subscribed. All right, this is going to be I like to do my weekly readings for my lovers out there. And when I say my lovers, I mean like people who believe they're out here seeking love, but really your destiny and your goal is to actually become love, that which other people are seeking, right? Okay, so I did my pre-shuffle, my spread. Okay, so and I'm just gonna like hop right into it because this is a very interesting reading. Now this reading is gonna be for someone who um who identifies or who has identified with having an anxious attachment style. Isn't it funny when your brain just like jumbles words together, right? But yeah, this is for someone who really in their history has had a very anxious type of attachment style. Okay, yeah. And right now, the position you're in is you are in a space of, you might be in a time of isolation. Okay, is what I'm picking up on. You might be in a time of isolation, but this is a time where you are really fully loving yourself. All right. All the love that you've ever given out, everything, all of the appreciation, the acceptance of others for how they are, that's what you're having to give to yourself. Understand yourself, accept yourself, be there for yourself, right? Pour into your own cup, right? You need this overflow of self-love, okay? Um, I see you are healing those wounds that told you couldn't have your heart's desires, right? That you can't have what you want in this life. Yeah. And that's really what I'm picking up on right now. But you're in this space of loving yourself. You're pouring into yourself. You may be meditating a lot. You may be doing a lot of self-love meditations. You may be doing a lot of self-love baths, things like that. Things that are really that you feel are empowering you. Okay. When I see you moving forward and having like goals and plans or something, you are completely surrendered to the universe right now. It's like, um, you know, it's like when we get to that space of like, I don't have a plan. My plan is God's plan. Whatever God's plan is for me, that's what I want. That's where you are in terms of love, dating, relationships, career, whatever it is in life in general. Yeah, you are in that space of, I surrender to the divine will, okay? And I want what God wants for me, all right? Because you're like, because what I want hasn't been working, right? Like what I've been wanting isn't working. So let me just focus on loving myself and let me surrender. Let me just just be at peace with whatever comes my way, because I know if I give it to God, God is going to work it out. If I give it, hand it over to the divine, it's going to work out somehow in my favor, right? So that's where I see your mind as far as like moving forward in goals when it comes to love, when it comes to money. You're just like, hey, I'm giving it over to the divine, and the divine's will be done, right? Now, what I'm seeing here, because I see you doing a lot of this emotional healing. Remember, I picked up on anxious attachment style big time for this reading. And part of your healing, I hope that you are doing affirmations. If you are not, something about utilizing affirmations and positive self-talk is super important to you. Maybe you were someone who may have been verbally abused when you were younger. Yep, I'm picking up on a lot of verbal abuse in the childhood, a lot of, and you having like a negative subconscious self-talk. You need to use a lot of affirmations in order to like switch your subconscious mind around. You need to use a lot of affirmations. Basically, I am good, I am enough, I am these things, just to combat whatever you were told about yourself before, right? Yeah, and this is also, your affirmations are also going to help you not only with healing, but with also with manifestation. Okay, so you have the power right now to speak your life into existence. All right, speak if you have, money goals and love goals and all those kind of things like that. Just affirm that you are enough to receive all those things that you desire. Okay, because there was I'm seeing there's something for the heart chakra. There was like a damage to the heart chakra where you lost the confidence that you could have the things that you actually desire, right? Whether it be, a ice cream cone, or might be someone who like doesn't buy things for themselves, like clothes, and you might buy gifts for others, but you don't really buy things for yourself. It's that kind of vibe that I'm picking up on. Okay, now, based on whatever has happened to you in your past, I'm picking up on that there may be some like anger or control type of issues that come out because this is deep in your subconscious. So you might have been like a child that received a lot of anger, or someone really dominating you, and so you could tend to come off that way, especially when you're triggered and when you're in this fight or flight, this anger kind of thing. You will choose to fight. All right, now the thing is, you don't need to, the triggers that you're experiencing in relation with other people, you don't necessarily need to fight them. You need to fight the thought processes. You need to address your mentality around why you're being triggered. You need to get rid of the triggers. All right, so it's like you will fight the people, who trigger you. You will go after them. You're going to stand up for yourself, because I'm not going to let anyone else play with me anymore. Is that kind of vibe. And it's not saying that you can't have boundaries, but really what you need to be doing is addressing even the root why you're triggered. Okay, you shouldn't be walking around triggered, and that's period, point blank. And that's what's going to help you, because all of this anger, all of this control, all of this, it's coming from that place of, not wanting to be a victim anymore, not wanting to, feel powerless, or like someone is dominating you or trying to control you. Okay, instead of aggressively addressing others, you need to aggressively address your thought patterns and your habits. And if you have any addictions, if like I'm picking, like if you're a smoker with this, some marijuana or tobacco, whatever it is you're smoking, is connected to your trauma. Okay, it's just, that's you self-soothing parts of yourself with the smoking apparatus. Okay, and if you smoke marijuana, you could be like, listen, they lucky I smoke weed, because if I didn't, everybody would be in trouble. I wouldn't be as cool as I am. Is that kind of vibe, right? Now, I see if you're addressing these issues of like anger and control, and you really getting rid of that type of behavior inside of yourself. Now, I see you gathering a lot of information, right? Inner research, especially, is coming from a lot of meditation. You reflecting on your life experiences, you reflecting on why. You will get to the root. This is the time you will actually get to the root of why you are the way you are, and why you behave the way you behave, with the anxiety, with the smoking, with the, with the anger, with all of that different type of stuff, right? Um, with you addressing those triggers and stuff, I see you getting to the root of why you are the way you are. And honestly, this could be more than just this lifetime. This could be coming from past lifetimes, like epigenetics, like stuff that's not even just yours. This is stuff that's passed down through your bloodline, stuff that's passed down through your family, right? Certain ways of thinking and behavior and all of, yeah, it's a big yes. It's a big yes. This is coming, like a lot of your like issues is not even just yours alone. It's something that's been passed down through your bloodline. All right. This is an epigenetic thing. All right. Now a lot of this reading is making more sense. Okay. Because it's epigenetic, I see the perfect strategy you need to go back to your roots. You need to talk to the people if you can. You know, everybody isn't able to talk to the people who you experience these traumatic events with. You know, your first abusers, your parents, your siblings, and you know, just the people who crossed your boundaries and all, especially if it's coming from your childhood. This is the perfect time to, you know, I really don't want to say this, but I have to say it because it's the reading. But if you were someone who was like, you know, abused, you know, in that way as a child, the timing of addressing your abuser, calling them out, yep, making it be known. This is part of the healing. This is a part, it's a big yes. This is a part of you healing and becoming more of who you are, okay? And if you can't address the people who were directly involved in a lot of the traumatic events in your life, and this could even, and it doesn't even, I'm going to childhood, but this is even in relationships, right? If you had like bad endings with people that you previously dated, or you know, it was just a horrible relationship, it was abusive, it was toxic, this is a good time to just talk to reach out to them and talk to them. And through these conversations that you have with people who directly caused you harm, um, and also remember the epigenetic bloodline thing, getting more information on your family, right? So everyone who's hearing this isn't going to have that storyline, but there are things that's just going on that you don't understand why they are the way they are. When you tap into your family, talk to your grandmothers, your grandfathers, you know, just people in your family, you will get information in your family like, oh yeah, such and such, you know, your aunt or your grandmother was bipolar or this or that, or, you know, mental health issues and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a big thing. It's going to come up. It's going to come up. And if you can't talk to any of these people, it's good to just talk to a therapist, okay? But whatever it is, you need to talk it out. Talking through your trauma, talking through the things that affected you negatively is going to help you. Like when we say use the term unpack, and you're unpacking things, what happens a lot of times when you are physically unpacking boxes, or you take things out of, like, I'm cleaning my house now, so we've been like taking all of the stuff out of the different closets and seeing, and what happens when you unpack is that you find things that mean stuff to you, that can help you now, that you, oh, I actually do need this, I do want this. Of course you're going to throw a lot of things away and get rid of it, because that's a part of healing. But you are also going to find some gems, some things that are going to help you move forward in life, right? Okay. So it's important for you. I know you've been doing a lot of the self work, the self love, and all of that different type of stuff, but it's like you haven't been talking to anyone about what you're experiencing, what you did experience, and what you went through. And this is just a great time. This is a good time in your healing journey to address people around situations that really hurt you. Okay. And again, if you can't, just talk to a therapist, talk to a counselor, or if you can't, talk to a really close friend. You know what I mean? Like, but talking to people and unpacking the past is going to help you move forward. All right. Now, I see you from addressing these kind of anger issues and these habits, these toxic habits that you personally have, and getting to the root of your issues, talking it out, finding things out about your bloodline and about your family, things that are being passed down. What I see is you actually coming into an overflow of self-love, and not just self-love, but even an overflow financially, because we don't realize a lot of times that the healing is also removing money blocks. Okay. The healing is not just moving love blocks, it's moving money blocks as well. So I do see you going into through this healing process of addressing certain things. Yeah, there is this overflow that you have. You have more to share with other people. You have more time, more energy. You're just lighter all around. Okay. Yeah. Big yes. You're lighter. and you are able to connect with people just in a more fun, free way. Okay, and that's the place where you want to get, because it's something coming towards you. All right, I do see a relationship coming towards you. If you don't have a family, I see a family definitely coming. Yep, I see a family coming in your future. Um, but this self work is kind of like you manifesting all of these things. But but there's something, you're gonna have such a light heart, and that's what you want to get to. You know, you just being lighthearted. Um, and from this lighthearted space, a supreme confidence, a supreme confidence. You are the supreme, okay? This lightheartedness and this supreme confidence, but don't be afraid to be confident. Don't be afraid to that. You know, I know my worth. I know my value. I don't just settle for anything. You know, there is no more anxious attachment. I am confident, because the opposite of the anxious attachment is the supreme confidence in knowing that I can have whatever I want. Okay, I can have my heart's desire, and that's where I'm seeing you coming into this place of power. But you can't be afraid of your own power. Sometimes we feel so powerful that we squander it, right? We squander it by doing things recklessly, reckless behavior and all that different type of stuff. Don't squander the power that you gather from doing all of these things and all of this self work. Okay, I see you moving into a very powerful position, and yeah, you don't have to rush to enter into any relationship, because you will have multiple choices, you will have multiple options, and you'll be able to choose. Now, when I say I see a family, I see a family that this is like also a part of your healing. It's like if you didn't come from the type of family environment that you would have wanted as a child, I see you creating a family of your own, having children, a spouse, and that type of stuff, and it being very healing for you. You raising children is very healing for you. You having a family, a home, where you guys have your own traditions and all of that different type of stuff, that's very healing for you. Okay. Sorry, my phone was ringing. But yeah, that's a big part of your. That's also a big part of your healing journey. Okay, and I see that's what, when you say that you are surrendering to what God's plan is for you, and you're just gonna focus on your self love. God does have a plan for you in terms of having a beautiful family, having a beautiful home, with someone who actually loves and supports you. But you just have some work to do. Okay, getting out of that anxious attachment, addressing your root issues from your childhood and epigenetically, okay, in your bloodline. Because yeah, you are going to come out on top. You are going to be this person. You will have a safe environment to where you can just grow into someone who can just unconditionally love. And that is the real healing, because love is not something that you just receive and receive and receive. We all experience love when we give, and when we give. And I see a safe environment for you, right? There will be a safe environment for you. It's like I see these wings of an angel almost covering you, protecting you. Um, you will be in a safe environment where you can open your heart fully without fearing being hurt or taken advantage of. There's going to be a lot of appreciation here, a lot of value, a lot of cherishment. Okay. But that's because you're starting right now. I cherish myself. I know my worth. All right. I know that the type of love that I have is worth more than damn near anything in this world. Because as far as the dating pool, and everyone feels like the dating pool has pee in it, and no one love. If you can be the love that people are seeking, that is what really takes you up there. Okay, in a lot of people's eyes, because there are people who do a lot of work, who've been through a lot of things, they are successful. They are, established. They need someone to love. They need someone to love them. They need someone to build a family with. They need someone like you. Okay, someone like you. That I don't really channel too many songs because I actually read books, and I channel information from through books. But that someone like you, who's that Kings of Leon came through. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna kind of end this reading right here. This was a really, really good reading. This message needed to come out. It wanted to come out. I really hope that whoever this resonates with, that you are getting the healing that you need. If this reading did hit home and you want something that's more personal, my books are open. I've been doing a lot of readings for people, and I just appreciate you guys for showing love to me. I really appreciate it. I'm super grateful. I'm super thankful. This is my purpose. This is why I'm here, to support all of us who are naturally lovers, who at first we are here to seek love, but we are here to become love. All right. If you're in tune with me, you are here to become love. And by becoming love, it's this reverse manifestation where you no longer have to seek anything, but you are the target and the object of everyone's desire and affection. And I promise that's really the T of how it works. Okay. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, you guys will be seeing me later on this week. Peace.